Yes, 200 people have already joined the session. I'm very excited to talk to you today. Even I'm from India. That's lovely. Delhi. I'm located in Gurgaon. So I don't want to be at a preachy session where just I'm speaking and you are listening to me. Let's rather make it a little interactive. The first question, I do love you all. Yes, that's why I'm here. It's your love and affection that keeps me hooked to Instagram. Otherwise, Instagram doesn't pay. It's just your love and affection that keeps me hooked. Yes, so the first question I had, I love you all. I love you so much. Yes. The first question I had in the list, which is asked by a lot of people, is how to stay focused. You guys had diverse questions, but I'll rather try to convey a session where I could help you to connect the dots. Means all the questions are little interlinked, and maybe in some way or the another they are answered. So the first question is how to stay focused. Do you want me to speak on that? How to stay focused? Does that topic interest you? Please tell me this now. Yeah, could I also know, guys, that what age are you in, so I could customize my session a little bit, because I need to know my audience a bit more, so it becomes easy for me to select what thoughts to pass on, what kind of message to deliver. So could you please tell me what age are you in? Are you like in between 18 to 25 or 25 to 35? 22. That's great. Yeah, 22. Perfect. That's great. Thank you. It's gonna be of big help, because when I know your age, I know what kind of targets you might have in your life, what you are looking forward to achieve. So the very first question which was asked, how to stay focused. Do you have something to say on that? How to stay focused? 24. Okay. Would you like to even guess my age? Maybe later on. Yes. So do you have answer to the question, how to stay focused? Now, no matter whether you are looking forward to becoming a public speaker, or maybe your target to get through any particular exam, or you want to start a business, focus is the key. If you're not focused, obstacles will keep coming to your way, keep distracting you, and it will seem like forever to achieve that, to achieve the goals you have set for yourself. Okay, so do you have an answer to this question? How to be focused? What is your idea to be focused? Let's make it an interactive session. Please do type your answers. I really need you to participate. I wish it could have been a physical training where I could meet you all and interact with you, but it's okay. Even Instagram is not that bad. You need to love English. You are 35. I'm 45, darling. Trust me. Okay, just leave that. That doesn't matter actually. What matters is what knowledge I'm going to pass on. So my age doesn't matter. What speaks is your intelligence, right? So even if someone who is at the age of 19 or 20, he has some worth sharing ideas, I think he must be appreciated and acknowledged. So age is just a number. That doesn't matter. Okay, let me tell you what is my idea to be focused. See, if you have a very sharp mind, I think it could be very easy to manage a lot of things at a time. But unfortunately, most of us, including me, we are not that, intellect, like we could manage a lot of things at a time. So what I do? I set my priorities. Instead of focusing on a lot of things, I declutter my life. Now, how do I declutter? Declutter means, you remove distractions. Okay. Declutter means, you have very less priorities. If you are the one, who gives value to everything, like to your friends, and you love to watch web series, you binge watching web series, or you like to shop, you like to do a lot of things, it will always be a struggle for you to stay focused. You know why? Because you're training your brain to be distracted. You're telling your brain that, okay, you're gonna do several activities in a day. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? There could be many things. So if you are not decluttering your life, it's always gonna be a struggle for you to manage time. Even the more responsibilities you have, the more decisions you are going to make. The more decisions you are going to make, the more exhausted your mind is going to feel at the end of the day. Even the decisions like what to wear, where to go, what to eat, how to do, what profile pic to upload. These are small things. They could take up a lot of your energy. And eventually what will happen? You will not have any energy left for the bigger task, like the task which actually matters, which are actually counted. Do not focus on a lot of things at a time. Set your priorities. That's one thing. I'll rather, okay, so I'll tell you this. When I had started Ocean English Academy, I'm a founder of Ocean English Academy, fortunately. So when I had started this institute, for 3 years, I had not contacted to any of my friends, not to even my relatives. I didn't care what I'm eating, what I'm wearing. I had just one focus, that I wish to have fame. I wish to start a brand which could add value to people's lives. And there came a time that my body, my mind, it came into a flow where I just see one thing, and that is my target. What is that target? Is to be, successful, yes, making more money, reaching a lot of new people, sharing my accumulated learning with others. Like if you're sitting in this room, it's a big room, and I ask you to describe any particular piece of furniture. You'll be looking around what to speak. Should I speak about this couch, this watch, these lamps? Can't be focused under these circumstances. But when I ask you to describe a wall clock, you'll be like, okay, this wall clock, this particular wall clock, or maybe this particular sofa, this particular chair. It will be easy. It will automatically become easy for you to describe that, right? You agree? If you wanna be focused, declutter your life. It's gonna be a difficult choice, because we all do enjoy, the things like which gives us instant pleasure, instant happiness, like the small things, very small things, talking to your friend on a call, or watching your favorite web series, or maybe cooking something that treats your taste buds. That's very delicious. Cooking that, spending 1 hour to just cook that. All these things give us, short-lived pleasure, like short-lived happiness. But what about the bigger picture? If you're not, looking at a bigger picture of your life, you're not thinking that where do you see yourself 5 years down the line, you don't have a bigger goal, it will always be struggling. How to make a goal? How to make a goal? How to make a goal? Do you have a goal in your life? Please tell me yes or no. Do you have a goal in your life? Any goal which you wish to acquire? Now, the problem I see with the youth today is they might not know in which direction they are going. They might feel a little lost at a time, that what exactly I'm doing. Or maybe their energy, their focus is on something which is of very low importance, very less value, where people say that I have a very big goal in my life, but I'm not able to achieve that. I don't know from where to begin. I want to have my own business, but I'm not sure what should be the starting point. The solution could be, break down your goal into small pieces. I have a dream to have more than 100 branches of ocean all across the world. But if I see this, like for now we have 4 and I see 100, it seems a Herculean thing, a very big thing. It seems just impossible. Rather, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break it down into small activities, a small task, that maybe if I want to have more branches, I need to reach more people. I need to prepare some kind of post which tells people that I'm interested to have my branches, all across different countries. And the people who are looking forward to opportunities to, look opportunities to invest and to earn, they may reach me out. This is the first thing. Now the second thing could be, I'm gonna prepare the proposal for that. I'm gonna tell them that what benefits they could have if they collaborate with me. And slowly and gradually I start talking to a lot of people. If I talk to 20,000 people, might be just 20 people, 20% people, or maybe just 20 people will be convinced to take franchisee. So it's never easy. Nothing is impossible. Yeah, that's right. So don't look at the human limitations, that starting a business will take up a lot of money, or maybe if I want to get the job I have to study a lot, I have to get through that exam. If you're just talking about the problems, you are never going to reach the solution. So what is the crux here? What is the essence? What we have learned? Have a goal. You must know what you need, because that inspiration is going to light that spark in you. That why do I need to be motivated? Because I want to make money. I want to have my business. I want to do big things in my life. And that motivation is going to light that spark. Once you have that inspiration, you attach your feelings to that. Means you visualize yourself that, okay, once this success is achieved, then what positive things are going to happen, how it's gonna make my life better. Once you have the taste of that feeling, the taste of that taste of that success, you're gonna be self-motivated. Your inner self is going to tell you what to do and what not to do. So this is what I have done. I have been doing this throughout my life. I have big goals, and I try to just break them down, and I start taking small initiatives. Okay, what is the question you had asked? Tell me. Okay, should I take your questions rather? I'm glad that I'm able to communicate my messages, but trust me, conducting a live session is a little tricky because you cannot read your students' facial expressions. I'm glad that you are getting that. Okay, do you have any particular question you would like me to answer? Please go ahead and type that. Fear of failure? Fear of failure? Fear of failure. You want me to speak on that? Like, there were few people asking that I feel afraid, or they are afraid of criticism. They say, when I don't speak English because I'm afraid of being criticized. People make fun of me, and I don't know how to deal with that. I don't want to make a fun of me. Now I have one thing for you here. See, that day is never gonna happen that you get up one fine day in the morning and you start speaking flawless English. That's never gonna happen, because it's the transition you have to go through. Now, there are many people, even I get so many messages where people are asking that this happened and that guy said this to me and I was disheartened. I feel so low on energy. I feel worthless. If you have even experienced that, let me tell you this. Let's just even discuss this. Let me not tell you, let's just discuss this. Let's say if I get a gift for you, okay, and I say this gift is for you, and you don't accept that. If I give you a gift and you don't accept that, what's gonna happen to that gift? It's gonna be with me. Let me repeat myself here. If I get a gift for you and you say, no, I don't need that, you just deny to accept it, that gift is going to be with me, right? You agree to that? Now, same thing is with criticism. When people are trying to pull your leg and they don't want to see you growing, if they pass on a negative comment, like let's say you're worthless, or your English communications are horrible, or they tell you something which puts you down, which makes you low on energy, at that time it's your choice whether you accept that criticism or you just let it go. You say, okay, no problem, just keep that to yourself. Might seem very easy, but trust me, this is fun. So running a page for English and soft skills and IELTS and all the things I try to cover up here, certainly not everyone do love me. There are people who are criticizing, who are telling me where I go wrong or what things I need to work upon. Now there comes two options for you. Two options. What does that mean? There comes, I am reading all your comments. Thank you so much for all the compliments you are giving, and I appreciate all your questions. I'll try to answer them. Maybe before we end the session, 10 minutes could be emphasized more on Q&A. Yes. So, oh, I just forgot the thought. Yeah, so when anyone criticizes you, even for your bad communication skills, or it could be anything, maybe the way you get dressed up, or they say you are immature, you don't know how to react, how to talk, at that time, you have two options. Number one, you keep sulking that why did he say that to me? Who gave him the right to disrespect me? How dare he to talk to me like that? Or you might indulge in negative self talk where you're talking to yourself that I made a mistake, I did so wrong, and I'm not able to do, to achieve big things in my life, and I'm worthless. You have these negative self talks. That might happen. It happens with a lot of students because when I read your comments, I do realize what struggle you guys are going through. I do feel the pain. So at that time, you have two options. One, you keep sulking, or you do not talk about the limitations that this is my problem, this is my limitation, I'm not able to perform well in my exams, I'm not able to meet my parents' expectations, and I'm bad. Or rather, you shift your focus to the another side. That is, do I have a solution to the problem? Can I do something about it? Like if my communications are bad and people are making fun at me, do I have a solution to that? Now, what is the solution? You want to improve on your communication skills. Means there are two kinds of criticism, there are two kinds of feedback. Not always it would be in your favor. Sometimes you have to even let it go. So instead of just getting worried that someone told me that, you rather look for a solution. You say that, okay, what could be the possibilities? How I'm gonna, break this shell and outgrow myself. I could shine. So that is the key. How can we speak good English? Okay, you want me to speak on this? I have already delivered a couple of lectures on this spoken English. Let's even talk about this problems. I saw there were many people asking this question that problems, how to deal with problems in life and the fear again. So I would like to tell you a quick story here. Would you like to listen? A very quick story I would like to illustrate. It's actually a child memory I would like to share. Would you like to listen? Okay, so when you talk about problems, like you say that I'm working so hard. Despite working so hard, I'm not able to achieve what I want to. The goals I have set, I'm no closer to them. There were many people, they asked this. Now, see what happens. I'll tell you this quick childhood memory. So I was around 12 to 13 years old. That was summers, midnight. Sharply, it was a striking 3 a.m. midnight, right? And I felt thirsty and I wanted to have water. I opened my eyes just to realize that there is a black spirit, there is a dark black spirit trying to capture me, trying to get a hold on me. And I was so terrified, trembled, my heart skipped the beat, and my feet got cold. I didn't know what to do. I screamed so loud. I said, Ma. So whenever we are in pain, we call our moms, right? So I said, Ma, right? And then my mom came to my room frantically. I didn't know what to do. I had just thought that this is going to be the last few moments of my life and I'll not be able to survive through. You are just sleeping and you see there is a dark black spirit and it's just coming like this to you and you're just so scared that it's gonna have you and it's gonna just kill you, or you don't know what to do. Means you couldn't have even imagined something like that. Okay, then what happens? My mom comes into my room and she switches on the light. Can you guess what happens next? Can you guess what happens next? The moment my mom switches on the light, you know what happens? Would you like to guess? You know what happens? Like, I was so terrified, horribly terrified, because that was so scary. What do you want to do at that time? Means what happens next? Would you like to guess? Hello everyone. Yes, I think people are joining in the middle of the session. That's okay. You know what I saw? What happened next? Would you like to know what happened next? The moment my mom switched on the light, what happened next? That's really funny, but that was a paradigm shift for me. That actually changed my mind altogether. You know what was that? That was my mom's chiffon sari hanging on a door, and just because of the air blowed by the cooler, cooler blows a very fast air, so the sari was fluttering like this in the air. It was wavering like this, and that was just a sari. How funny it is! Means I do remember that incident like yesterday. I do remember this incident like yesterday because that was just so scary. I couldn't have imagined seeing like that, and that just seemed to be so real. Now there comes another thing. Yeah, that was a sari, my mom's sari. But eventually, what happened? That turned out to be just a piece of cloth. So this happens even with our problems. The problems you have now, anything, maybe it's regarding your career, the family issues, they might seem so big. But trust me, they're nothing but just that piece of sari just trying to scare you, terrify you. The moment you learn to get over your fears, the moment you get to the root of the problem, right? The moment you get to that, what is the root exactly of the problem is, instead of getting terrified and struggling with that feeling, feeling crippled emotionally and mentally, if you try to find out the solution to the problem, you'll have a solution. You will have a solution always. There is nothing on this planet bigger than your strengths. Your strengths, if you are, you give importance to your strengths, or you give priority to the problems. I would have struggled throughout the night. The many people who might have been even struggling with this feeling, I might have struggled throughout that night, just being scared, terrified like this, and just feeling fearful that I'm gonna be killed. But I shouted, and my mom came in, and it was just over. So, what I'm telling you, instead of being fearful of anything that scares you, it could be communication skills, it could be English, it could be any damn thing. Maybe you're not able to get promotion, in your job, you're not able to choose your career. It can only scare you till the time you allow it to be. If you are controlled by the circumstances, it will always be difficult for you to make your way. I'll tell you my strength. Yeah, I'll tell you my strength. So, yes, so you tell me any problem. You say that public speaking is a problem, or English communication skills is a problem. It could be anything. Maybe you don't feel comfortable talking to strangers. There were many people mentioned that they're introvert and they are not very, outgoing people. They are introvert personality and they always find it difficult to mingle up with new people. I accept it happens with everyone, but what you're gonna do is take a step forward, try to talk to as many people as possible, and keep talking to them until you fight with this fear of, being acquainted with unknowns. If you say English is a problem, speak it to 100 people, confront that fear, and soon you will realize, maybe after a month or two, that okay, I can speak no matter whether it is so appealing or not. That sounds easy, but actually all the problems you have in your life, they just look difficult. If you try to get to the root cause, you'll have a solution. I want to speak good English, right? So you want to speak good English? That seems like a big goal. That seems like a very big goal. But to learn English, you need to write on a piece of paper that what actions you are going to take in order to achieve that target. Then second, declutter yourself. If you have a bigger target to achieve, you have to compromise on something. I see you people all the time on Instagram, right? Commenting here and there and just being abreast with what other people are doing in their life. You're so much enthusiastic about everything, even the current affairs, Corona, ka kya chal raha hai. You want to know everything. If you want to be acquainted with every damn thing in the world, you can't be focused. So if it is about English communication skills, maybe set a target for 2 months, for 3 months, for 90 days, for some time at least. And at that time, put yourself in some limitations where you are indulging into immersed learning. What is immersed learning? That you see nothing but just English all around you. And the moment you're gonna get in that state, that flow, that state, it's gonna be beautiful. Means you see your target like the clock I had when I had started the session. I said, you see just one thing. You can't be improving on your English doing several things at a time. You may do that, but it may take you forever. My idea of acing everything, of getting excelled, of performing, of getting a good hold on any skill is just forget about the world and just focus on that until you achieve that. And that just makes it easy. I lost my confidence while speaking in front of people who speaks good English. Okay. I see. Again, the same thing. It's just a language. It's just a language. It's just a damn language. Stop giving it so much importance. Add value to what you wanna say. Add weight to your opinion, and people will listen to you. Skills are never enough. It's your attitude that makes the difference. People do not judge you on how good or bad you speak, they judge you on your confidence level. They judge you on your confidence level. So when you're speaking, let's say if I speak to you and you speak so well, and I grow nervous that we speak so well. Either I indulge into overthinking that damn, this guy speaks so well, I'll not be able to hold conversation with him in English. It's not a performance you are doing. It's not a performance you are doing. Okay, it's just a task. And every conversation has a reason. You do not talk to people to impress them. You might do that at some time or the other, but 90% it's about just saying what you want to say. So if you are among people who speak so good, it's okay. You enjoy speaking, that's okay. And if someone makes a point that, sorry, but you're speaking wrong English, just confront it. You're right, I'm learning English and I enjoy learning it. Help me with few corrections if possible. That will be a big help. The moment you accept your mistakes, the moment you acknowledge that yes, I'm not a very good English speaker, but I'm working on it, people will be like fine with that. It means it's not a crime. Trust me, it's not a crime. You're not killing someone, you're not robbing someone, you're not stealing anything. It's just a language. Enjoy, have that feeling of speaking a new language. Have that emotion, attach your emotions to that. Ma'am, English is very important. It's just not lagging. English is another thing. If you're passionate about achieving anything in your life, and you put your heart and soul to that, there is nothing which could stop you. The problem with us, I'll not say with you, I'll say the problem with us is we only talk about the problem. We don't think about the solution. Don't you think you don't know how to improve English? You know that. But it takes a lot of efforts to come out of your comfort zone and stop putting efforts to achieve that level. The easy decisions you make, the easy and the right decisions you make, they are two different things. Easy decision could be that to speak English means a lot of hard work. Okay, I learn English. Yeah, I want to improve English, but it takes up a lot of hard works. How about if you break it down into pieces, into small pieces? Like maybe you set a target for 15 days that let me excel grammar first, so I could frame any kind of sentence without any thinking time. Like you could use should have, would have been, could have been, had plus third form of verb. You could use all kind of different grammar structures without any thinking time. That should be one target. It's not about knowing the rules. It's not about how much you know. It's about how much you are able to put into action. So maybe I'll say, in this age and time where you have all the information readily available, just 10 to 15 days should be just enough to get a good hold on grammar. And after that, you decide that in which particular role do I have to speak English more frequently. Means it's a business meeting I have to attend, or this is, let's say, maybe you are the one who loves traveling. You decide your role, that what kind of English you have to speak. You can do that. Means let's say if you are working with a travel company and you know what kind of questions your clients, the customers are going to ask. If you know that part, just prepare that particular area and excel that, and have role play practice and start speaking. You don't have to be a perfectionist to start something. Okay, the another thing I would like to mention, I see, many people, they strive to reach an excel level before they think they are capable to get it started. No, there is no hard rule like that. Don't go by that, school book, that rule book. No, you need not to be an expert. You just need to get started. If you're not able to do great things, like you're not able to speak so flawlessly, it's okay. You speak small sentences, like the sentences which could be constructed using ismar, was, were. Hi, how is it going? Is it a right time to talk? Are you available right now? Very simple sentences. Why do you need to learn all the English expressions before you start your journey to speak English? That's the whole point here. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Are you getting it? We need some friend to speak English. See, there is an application called Open Talk. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Open Talk. I'll just check that and update it on my story. So there is a free application. There you could find people from all across the world, and you can talk to them endlessly and practice English. Want please perfect vocabulary in a certain, give advice. Will you please start an account for spoken Hindi? Spoken Hindi, okay, I'll check. I'll see if I could do that. Our big problem is that we don't have anyone to talk. Okay, if you say that you don't have anyone to talk, there we are talking about again human limitations, that what are the struggles we have. Now, if I ask you this question, that I don't have anyone to talk in English, what should I do to improve my English communication skills? Whenever you talk about a problem, also think about an answer. And you know what answers I'll pop up to? I'll say, okay, if I don't have anyone to talk in English, I'll rather frame a small batch with 5 to 6 students. I'll call them at my place and I'll start teaching English. While teaching them, I'll have an opportunity to learn something new and, improve on my skill set. There is a solution to everything. If you don't have anyone, you create an environment. You alter the environment at home. You can watch English movies. You can, okay, so what is the art of watching English movies? It's not just that you get the meaning that, okay, this is happening and then this happens. No, you watch the same movie at least 10 times. You see how the dialogues are delivered, where the stress on the word is, how the message means, how they are communicating. Learn from their body language, learn the way they are speaking. You watch one movie 10 times, it's gonna take you 3 days. Similarly, you have endless movies to watch. Just keep watching and practice to yourself. It's just you and English. Spend 3 weeks in a way. Okay, 3 weeks might be a little less. Maybe spend 2 months in this fashion. Just you, English, and nothing else. And you'll be speaking even better than me. I promise. I promise. It's just we need good things, but we are not ready to put efforts for that. We desire to have the most luxurious things, but are we able to pay the price for that? If not, it will always seem impossible. See, I come from Saharanpur. It is in Saharanpur is in UP, a very small town. I never had an environment there. My parents used not to speak in English, but this is what I used to do. I used to practice reading for a couple of hours so I could change, I could work on my voice tonality. I could change the way I speak. I could improve on my pronunciations. English movies did help me. I used to make my notes and practice. And the suggestion I had just given you to frame a batch, I framed a batch with a couple of students. I used to teach them for free, obviously. That's like 12 to 13 years back. And that helped me. So that's why. How can I take classes from you? To take class, okay, yeah, okay, there was a call, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, to know about the classes, please call us. I'll leave the number in the bio. Okay, I'll leave the number there in the bio. Just see, this guy, he just commented that, fuck, this is basic. I could feel disheartened that I'm not able to meet the expectations. Why do we have to worry about people? I'm just doing what best I could do. I don't need anyone else validation. The moment you will realize this fact that you don't need people's validation, there will be no one who could defeat you because you are not competing with anyone. You have your competition to yourself. Don't give anyone the authority to put you down. This is the whole purpose of this seminar today, of this workshop today. So subscribe, this is a beautiful sentence I want to speak. Subscribe yourself to the power of discipline, self-discipline, and hard work. There is no one who could stop you. And stop looking for people's validation, that they have to acknowledge your efforts, they have to appreciate you. Why? You appreciate yourself. That yes, I'm doing good. At least I spoke one sentence in English today. You appreciate what you are doing. If you do not appreciate yourself, people are always going to take you for granted. Stop looking for people's validation, that when you do something, everyone has to admire that. No, don't. That's not required. What is required is that you love yourself. You have that feeling of self-love. It is beautiful. It has that charisma. It puts on spell, that trance. And that's beautiful. That's all. I'm enjoying, so am I enjoying talking to you. You're from Pakistan, no problem. You may reach us. You are doing the best. I love you all. Thank you. Giving a little bit my background, I have been a corporate trainer. I have trained so many people in my life, like more than 70,000. And the reason is I started early when I was hardly 18 or 19 years old. Then I had started my career. So the better exposure you have, the better you're gonna be. Even there are people saying that they do not feel confident. Okay, let's talk about that. Confidence. Akansha, so am I privileged enough to connect with you. Let's talk about this. This could be the final topic for today's session. There are people asking this, that I don't feel confident. Yes, darling, you do not feel confident because you are not spending time on improving on your skill set. If you ask me to jump into ocean and swim deep down, I'll be scared. I'll be terrified. Not because I'm not confident, because I don't possess those skills. So whenever you say that you are not confident, no, it's not about confidence. It's about you lack knowledge. You study, you work on your skill set, you improve on yourself. Once your knowledge is improved, you're gonna outshine, you're gonna outperform yourself. Knowledge has power. Knowledge has power. Yes, please ask successful failure. I'm waiting. Ma'am, reply. Yes, please type your comment and I will certainly reply. Please ask your question. Okay, what is your question? To join for the classes, please call us. It's 999-396-496. My personal sessions are a little bit expensive, but that's okay. We can see to that. No problem. Please do call us and we'll try our best to serve you. I'm confident after your videos. Ashu, that's what I'm telling you. There is nothing like you're not confident. You're not confident because you lack knowledge. Once you know, okay, you ask your mom, okay, you do this today, you ask your mom that 20 of my friends are coming for dinner, and this is very important. Maybe you say that, okay, I'm gonna plan a business with them where I don't have to invest and just I have to cater these people and explain them my idea. And you tell your mom that, Mom, you have to cook for 20 people. Trust me, your mom will be like, okay, I'll cook. And she'll just, make all the lovely dishes there, the most savory dishes, the most delicious dishes she's going to prepare. And you know why? Confidence. Because she has been cooking for 20 years. She has been cooking for 20 years and now she has learned the art of cooking. She could cook in just an hour. She could cook for 20 people, and that even does not come as a struggle for her because she has been doing that for long. I cannot even cook for 2 people. But moms, they are great. Now, why they are able at that particular skill? Because practice makes them perfect. They did that thing so many times that started falling into the category of usual thing. So public speaking will always be unusual, challenging for you until you experience that, until you live that. Once you live that, once you start living, you know, the fear, you start experiencing it, you start confronting it. In a month, you will say, "Oh, it's not a fear. I can do it." Do you think I were as comfortable or confident when I delivered my first session? I'll tell you this. So I told you, right? I was hardly 18 or 19 years old when I started working with an institute called Vita. I was given a batch of 22 students, and my legs were shaking, trembling. I was fearful, and I was standing. I didn't know what to speak, not even a single word, not even a single sentence, and I was so terrified. The institute had hired me because I was ready to work for free. And then the whole bed said, "No, she is not the one. She is not gonna train us. If she's gonna train us, we need our money back." That was a big shame. I could have just put an end to my career there, feeling hopeless that no, I'll not be able to be a good trainer. And I might have lost all the hopes, just gotten disheartened that no, this is not something meant for me. I didn't do that. You know what I did? I didn't sleep for 4 days or for 5 days, to be precise. I kept making my notes, I kept studying, I kept learning. And there I reached a level where I prepared a session which had some meaning to that, which could add value to people, and I was talking in sense. Another wants you to practice together how to improve writing skills. Writing skills. Okay. See, English is a vast language, guys. Get to understand this point. English is a vast language. You can't expect yourself to excel at everything. If you need instant results, decide that what kind of articles you have to write. Learn relevant vocabulary expressions. Just learn to put them to use, and that's all. Getting it? To get started, you need not to know everything. You decide your role. You prepare your notes accordingly and just put that into action. That's all. And yes, if you want to excel this, if you want to excel this language, I'm always there. You may sign up for our courses. We would love to be of assistance. We promise 70 to 80% improvement on your current language competency if you work hard with us. Ma'am, I always got grammatical mistake. How to improve it? By learning grammar. You tell me, if I make grammatical errors, what could be the solution? Make a list of all the topics you need to speak efficiently and effectively, like tenses, passive voice, conditionals, modal verbs in the past. Make a list. When you say grammar, it could seem like a big goal, but when you break it down into pieces, you can say, okay, this, tenses, then this part, then this part. Make a small list. Every day cover a couple of topics. After a month, you will realize that you have successfully covered all the grammar topics and you are just good to go. At least you're very much confident that whatever you are speaking is correct. It's not wrong. Okay guys, let's call it off. It's been lovely training you, but before you go, I need you to close your eyes and just repeat it after me. Are we ready? Please do that, okay? Close your eyes and just listen to me and repeat what I say. I am the creator of my destiny. Please speak that. Close your eyes, just listen to me and repeat that. I am the creator of my destiny. I can write my own success story. I hold the power. I'm not controlled by any circumstances. If I put my heart to anything, there is no force on this planet that could stop me. This is a beautiful affirmation. I do practice all the positive affirmation more often. I speak them to myself. They just boost me with a new energy and I feel re-energized. You want to do that? Do close your eyes. Just tell that. I am the creator of my own destiny. There is no force on this planet that could stop me to achieve my goals. And I'm ready to work hard for that. I know, even saying this is very important, that I know my destination, that where I wish to reach. I know my destination. I know the path I'm walking on. I know every day I'm becoming better. Every day I'm getting a little closer to my goals. Every day I'm getting closer to my goals. Every day I'm able to achieve more success, and just keep making efforts. After a year you will realize that you are halfway done. After a year, so when I started Ocean, see, it seemed so coming from a very small town, guys, it was never easy. I chose an international BPO as a stepping stone to make my presence sound loud in Gurgaon. So I started working with so I was working with some institute there in Saharanpur. I gained some experience from there. That's Vita. I always pay my gratitude to them because they gave me an opportunity to experience myself and to explore myself. Then when I came here in Gurgaon, it seemed like a different world to me altogether. Right? I was very young, and that was very challenging. Then um, so I started working with this company, Converges, with Microsoft Process. Were very struggling days, night shifts. It was very difficult. But when I had, okay, yes, this is what I wanted to mention. Before I came Gurgaon, my father asked me that you have to write me a letter that why do you want to move to a metro city, leaving your family behind. So I wrote him a letter that, Papa, I have big aspirations. I want to do something big in my life, and I just don't want to end up my life. I don't want to end up my. I don't want to live a life which has no meaning. When I say meaning, everyone is eating, they're working, but are you living a purposeful life? This used to be my question. Am I leading a purposeful life? So I just wrote this to my father that when I go Gurgaon for a year or two, I want to understand the culture of a big city, and after that, I want to have my own business. I have always been a business purpose. Even before coming to Gurgaon, I used to have my own boutique there in Saharanpur. So I had written that down, and so after I worked with Converges for a year, and then I decided to resign because my target was not to just get happy with the small incentives like the salary I was earning there. My motive was not to just get contented that, okay, I have started earning. I had a very clear, precise goal that I want to reach the pinnacle of success where I have my own business, and I have people working with me, and I'm adding value, and I'm doing something very productive, and I'm living a life of my own dream. So that was the bigger dream, a bigger dream. Obviously, if I had come and started my own business, I would have not been able to do what I have done. Okay, so what I did, I worked with that. Then I started Ocean in a very small room with a couple of students. I used to charge just 500 rupees per month. Can you imagine that? Come on, that was just too less. So I started working there. And then step by step I thought, okay, let me do this for marketing. And yes, it's not only about you are studying, you have to train yourself on different fronts, like people skill, how to talk to people. Number two, marketing, how to convince people to sign up for your course. Marketing, how you market yourself, how you sell a product actually. And then the third thing, even the art of analyzing that what is working good for you and what is working bad for you. If you do not analyze and you keep going on a way without realizing whether it's bringing you benefits or not, you will end up realizing that no, it's not working out. So you have to be very selective on which actions to take and which actions to ignore. So then I started this a small institute. Then we had so many students coming in. There came a time when I started earning 3 to 4 lakhs per month. I was so content and happy, but I didn't stop. Then I thought, okay, if I'm earning 3 4 lakhs, why not have more branches? I continued. I kept putting in efforts, and I had another branch of Ocean. Mr. Hirsch, he started working with me. Then he got another branch in sector 23 in Palam Vihar. Then my husband, even he joined me. He took care of a 46 branch. I came to Manesar. I started a separate branch here. So if you have a vision, you keep exploring it. But yes, I had to compromise and sacrifice a lot of things to do that. means you cannot have everything. Actually, you have to set your priorities. That's the key. That's the key. You have to set your priorities. Very struggling time. Don't want to mention that, it's okay, but success is never easy. If you want to live an extraordinary life, an extraordinary comforts you want to have in your life, that too self earned, you have to pay the price. If you're ready to pay the price and work harder, no one can stop you. Actually, I have realized that it could be struggling, it could be difficult, but no one could stop you. Means, see, how many times the circumstances are gonna stop you? They'll stop you once, two, three, 4 times, 10 times. If you do not give up, every fall, at every fall you see a rise, the circumstances are gonna be weakened. They're gonna be just getting weaker, and there will come a time where you will take a leap and overcome that struggle and that obstacle, and you will reach to success. Okay, it's striking 9. Maybe I'll see it again. Not sure when. Maybe New Year time. Yeah, we'll have another session. See, it is everyone has a different taste, guys. You understand that not everyone could like black color, so it becomes very difficult for me to choose that on which topics I should make my videos. I'm very flexible. I can make videos on any damn topic: IELTS, spoken English, personality grooming, motivation. Today I just felt a little detached with my followers because I have not been able to emphasize much on my work just because of the hectic work schedule. So I thought, okay, let it be a heart to heart talk where I connect with the people and I tell them exactly that if you want to be success, it's not gonna be easy, but you keep trying. At the end, you will see success is waiting for you. Where will you come back? Okay, so all right, guys, and thank you so much for being with me. It's been a lovely evening spent with you. I'll be looking forward to meeting you again, maybe on Instagram. Yeah, maybe on 1st of January 2021, the year we all have been looking forward to. Please make video on personality grooming. Okay, I'll do that, no problem. Yes, I can make videos. Bye, take care, ma'am. Take care, guys. Take care. But before you go to bed, do close your eyes and you remember that affirmation, the positive things. Do tell that you are nothing but a composition of your thoughts. You are the sum total of your thoughts. If you have positive things in your mind, you're gonna move forward to a positive direction. If you have something negative, like you are just sulking, you're saying, I'm no good, my communication skills are not good, I don't have a good job, I'm not able to earn good, I don't know what to do. These problems will always be there. Do not be controlled by the circumstances or the problems you are confronting. Think about the solution. Think about the solution for a day, 2 days, 3 days, 10 days, a month, 2 months. You'll have it. You'll have it. Okay? Bye. Good night. Yeah, good night. Could I ask for a favor before I leave, guys? Could I please ask for a favor? So I will be, posting a comment. I'll be posting this link in my bio. And if you enjoyed this session with me today, like this 1 hour session, if you enjoyed and you want to see me more often, I would really love you if you could leave your review for me on my Google profile. I'll share the link there. If you could write just a sentence or just 2 sentences, what are your biggest takeaways from this session? Like what you have learned. Maybe if you have learned anything that might have moved you, that might have inspired you, motivated you, if you could just write that down there on my Google review, that's gonna be with me forever. And I'll find that my efforts were worth it. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Please tell me yes. Please tell me yes. Do tell me yes. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just review. I'll feel my efforts are paid off. Because, it's good. And even if you have something bad to say, please don't think, just write that down. That gives me an opportunity to work on myself and become a better version of myself, actually. So the link is gonna be in my bio. Do that before you go to bed. Anything you have, anything good, bad, any feedback, any suggestion you wanna share, just type that there, Google review me, and I'm gonna read that up. If you leave a lovely comment for me, a lovely review for me, I'll even love to post that on my story. That's all. I'll see you soon. I love you. All the best. Good night. I love you. If you love me, please, if you love me, please do write a review for me. I'll feel so happy. I'll feel that, yes, you guys do care as I do care. I'll feel that you guys do care. Whatever you're writing here is gonna be vanished the moment I turn off this live recording. All the comments you are writing, they're gonna be vanished, but I do wanna read them up whenever I feel low on energy and I see that nothing is working in my direction. I'll go back to my Google reviews, I'll read them up, and I think that will energize me, that will make me feel inspired that no, these people do love me and I have to keep working hard to just make a difference. Good night, bye bye, I love you.